check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got salads. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Paraded through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we about to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hundreds real blue. Strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street. I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood. No, I still do. A real one. Only difference. My bill's bigger. I'm still with you. I just got rich a little quicker. The same man. God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect. Far from it. What can I say, man? I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. Felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up. I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first show. I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Friday, serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much. Close curtain to scene. I am not a human being. I'm a fool machine. I ain't holier than thou. I don't judge. I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah. Hit boy. You got enough money. The y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding. I'm still hungry. Hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright light, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the cream, we ain't nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst sensational. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Some unshakable. Run it up. I cannot quit it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my darkest cigars. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my heart. I hear my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. This time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jackson.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of that.
You're ready Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL, we welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Recon, 122 fighter.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Jaguars at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Yep.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That punt returned 69 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14, Jaguars nothing. Young Way Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, sit. Look at me, zipper.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Pilot, 64, reach.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, you. On the ball.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Go, go, go.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the 1st half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the 1st half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got bombers. You got bombers. Hey, exit.
Lawrence. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Lorenzo Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Charlie.
Now Lawrence. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Slide 2.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Coup for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Hey, hold it. Hey, keep stick. Keep stick.
Now Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 29 yards, and the Falcons first down. Ready. Red cycle. Black shot.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fields this way up at the 17. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Strickland. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there. Down and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown. Drake London with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over a 1st down kick at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Strickland. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Being chased out left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well. That pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
3 quarters in the books.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 36 yards. And the Falcons are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Grady Jarrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Strickland. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Hey, hey, look at me. Zipper. Hey, exit.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Pryor has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Delta.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now Lawrence on first down. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Come on, set.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise of throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a second.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 30. 10, 5. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.